Alright guys, this is NinjaGaijin, and in today's episode I want to talk about culture shock. So most of you, if you're coming here just for a short term, vacation, you're not going to really experience much culture shock. I mean, you will to a certain degree, but not to the severity of a person like moving here. But nonetheless, I want to talk about it. So, in my own experience, I began to have some culture shock about maybe 5 months in. It varies from person to person. Some people get it immediately. Some people it takes a very long time, half a year, etc. But when it starts creeping up, you notice some obvious signs, right? So let's go over them. So for one, culture shock, it makes you, well, for one, you miss your home, you miss your hometown, you miss your country a lot. Some things that were interesting are now becoming less interesting, right? In my own case, after about 5-6 months, I began to be like really bored and lethargic. On the weekends, especially because I didn't have to go to school, right? I felt like drained, and I started missing home, etc. Well, I want to talk about what got me through that, and if you're experiencing right now your own culture shock, or anything about it, or you want to have some questions, please comment down below and everything. But what I did to basically fight through it and get over it is that, one, I just tried to go outside as much as I can. Look at this beautiful nature, right? I go outside as much as I can. I hang out with some friends, some other English teachers. Basically, keeping yourself busy is the main deterrent on how to fight and the feeling of culture shock. It's just basically focus on doing things that you like. What's beautiful about technology nowadays is you have Skype, Snapchat, whatever, you name it. So you can always feel connected to just about anyone as long as they have an internet connection. And I often Skype back home, see how my parents, friends, family members are doing. If you're from America, I mean, obviously you can do that through Skype. But another way, what I really like is, so Skype has a program, or rather a subscription fee, that if you pay, you can call anyone in North America, a landline cell phone, for free. Well, I shouldn't say for free, no. It's a one-time fee per year. Then you can use as much as you want for free. That would be more accurate. So it's something like 30 to 50 bucks. It changed sometimes, but I mean, even if you paid like 50 bucks for a year, I think it's worth it, because you're able to call, landlines and like cell phones. So the person on the other side doesn't even have to have their Skype open, which to me is a huge plus, because always at the beginning I had to keep on, telling my friends or family member via Facebook or email, like, okay, I'm going to call you at this time, so get on Skype. But, once you have this subscription going, you call them whenever you want, and they'll just pick it up. They'll get it like a normal phone call, right? So as long as you check to see what time it is over there, after a while you just kind of know the time. But world clock, go to world clock, you can see what time it is in the other city, so you can basically gauge an appropriate time to call them, and there you have it. So let's just go over it one more time. One thing to fight culture shock: stay busy. Highly recommend doing things that are fun for you. Hanging out with other people, calling back home via Skype, etc. And eventually you'll fight through it. And then on the flip side, you'll when you go back, you might even experience reverse culture shock, which is actually a thing. But I'll talk about that in another episode. Alright, this was a fairly shortish one. Once again, if you have any questions about culture shock, or if you're dealing with it yourself right now in Japan, please feel free to comment down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Alright guys, thanks for watching.